itself. On the bottom side, you'll see where the batteries go, where your SIM card goes, and the memory stick. You'll also see where your on-off button is. This camera works with all major cell phone providers. You just need a SIM card from them. As you can see, it inserts like this. Use your thumbnail to get in there good. You'll hear it click. And that's how it should look whenever it's properly installed. And then next, you want to put in your memory stick. Again, using your thumbnail to get it in place. Then you want to install your batteries. Very easy. It tells you which way they go on the bottom. Alright. Now once your batteries are installed, you want to flip it to the middle setting to give it a test. Okay. And you'll see the camera is active. And we can install the antenna on top. As well as your lanyard that will go around the tree, which is run through these pieces here. On the back side, you'll also see another place, which is where your remote's stored whenever you're traveling in and out of the woods. And it stows away cleanly like that. Alright guys, along with everything else you found in the box, you should have a CD-ROM that was included. On that CD-ROM, you're going to need to plug that into a computer. You'll access the configuration settings for the camera. So once the CD-ROM is loaded, you want to come in and you want to find the MMS config file folder. And within that folder, you're going to find your MMS config application. You want to click that and open it. Alright guys, so once your application loads, you're going to come through and you're going to see all these settings that you have available to you. The first setting you're going to come to is your resolution. You can have it at 16 megapixel, 12, or 8. We usually run it at 8 because the text message comes through a lot faster. You can have them set for 1-second intervals. You can have them set for a single picture, 3 pictures, 6, or 9 at a time per message. You can name your camera. So if you have multiple cameras set up, you can have cam 1, cam 2, etc. Your resolution for video can be 1080 or 720p. Your video lengths can range from 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, and a minute and a half. Voice is on. Mode is camera. Language, English, if you're an English speaking person. Motion detection, high, etc., etc. Alright, the next step in the process is to go up to MMS. Once the MMS tab is clicked, which is at the top, you want to go to MMS mode on. You want to go to MMS mode auto. Your country, which in our case is the United States, and your cell phone carrier, which in our case is AT&T. There are other options available to you: AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. Whenever you click your carrier, the settings for that carrier are automatically populated into these blanks down here at the bottom, and they're different for each carrier. The last step in setting up the text ability from your camera is to enter in your phone number, which you would like to receive the messages at. You want to start with 1, and then your area code, and then the rest of your number. Alright guys, once you have your cell phone information in the MMS settings, go back to your main menu and double check that the other settings are the way that you want them. If they are, what you want to do is you want to go to your USB cord, plug it into your computer, and from your computer you want to open up the bottom of the camera. You want to find the mini USB port on the bottom of your camera, which is right there. You want to plug it into there. Once you do that, you turn the camera on to test mode, and you click the save button. You want to save the parameters onto the removable disk, which is your camera. And that updates your information onto the camera. Once the camera is unplugged, you go back to test and you use your remote. And you can go through and you can see that the settings are the way that you want them. Once the files are saved from the computer and you have the plug removed and you're in test mode, press menu on your remote, top left hand corner, and it brings up this screen on your camera. You want to go 3 spaces to the right, and you're going to see a little cell phone at the top. To check your settings, MMS should be on, which it is. Country, United States. Our operator, which is AT&T. Remember, they can be Verizon or T-Mobile. MMS phone number. And we don't have the email set up. But right now, this camera is ready to go. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to go to the bottom of the camera and we're going to slide it to on. This camera is active and currently taking pictures, which will be arriving to my phone in just a second. I'm using the motion detection technology on the camera to get it to take a picture of my hand, which will then be sent to my phone. The picture just got sent to the phone and it only took a matter of seconds from the time that I waved my hand in front of the camera. Oh, multiple pictures. You can see my hand.